Market Princess.
Hello.
You have to go live.
Oh. आज तो लगदियां नहीं पैड़ियां सी. Hello, can anybody see us?
Hello.
We're lost today. We're lost in cyber world. Hello, Paul. Can you see us?
We seem to be lost today.
We're lost in cyber world. Look at my eye. Go. We're lost in cyber world today.
It's
we don't know
there.
what's happening.
Oh,
check? Somebody's watching.
Oh, must be Paul.
Yes,
Yay!
we did it. We were on the wrong
channel.
Yeah, we were on the wrong channel. Okay.
So if Paul could put that link out, that would be great.
Yeah. I've just got Paul, if you could just send a link to Gail Bates. She can't seem to get on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Paul.
Okay. Yeah.
A few more joining now.
Yeah, gonna have a few more joining.
Sorry about that.
And then the link is going out, and hopefully we can get a few more people joined, because right now we've just got Paul.
No, we haven't. We've got a few more.
We got a few more. Say hello. Who's there?
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Who's there? Gotcha. No problems. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this because it seems every week.
So what we do is
people have difficulty finding it.
Yeah. So every week we change our computers.
Yeah, because one week it's on my laptop, and then Dali does it on her own laptop. So, and I don't know if that's what happens and causes a confusion. But Paul's really good because every week he does put the link out. Maybe I need to send a reminder to everybody the night before. This is where are you?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So do you want me to manage that as well?
Yeah. So they're texting me though on my private line. So where are you on DaliART? Okay, so if Paul puts that link up, we'll be good. Okay, you can go and do your comments if you want, or you should wait because you got stuff to show. Where's your stuff?
Okay, I'll start.
Yeah, you want to start?
So today is all about an ATC class. However, I have been playing for my next week's class. And for next week, we are going to be looking at some of my favourites. And it's the Fabrica collection. And this is a Smile of Spring. And I think this is so appropriate for the moment because these are absolutely beautiful. So we've got the 8x8 and you get 10 double-sided sheets, absolutely beautiful quality. And you also get a bonus sheet inside as well. So, and Paul's very kindly shared the link. He's also sent it to us as well.
Yeah, thank you, Paul.
So then we've also got the die cuts, which are absolutely beautiful. And you get 62 pieces in this one. So they come with the book. And we're also going to be doing a set of sequences with this set from Canada, aren't we?
That's right.
And let me just show you just from one page. I'll post that link in a minute. From that one page.
Do you want me to hold them up?
Yeah, there you go. She wants to hold them up. She wants to be presenter.
I want to be presenter. So this is what we have.
So this is just from one of the pages using a couple of the die cuts and a couple of sequences, just matte and layering. And I know Pip's going to be putting it together for this.
Yeah.
And we also know that we've got some in the UK, and I know Paul's got these on the site as well. So you can get the die cut and the book, and it's very inexpensive.
It is a really inexpensive. So in this kit, you will get a set of 4 cards with the sequence and with the die cuts that belong to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And this is by Fabrica, and it's called
Smile of Spring.
Smile of Spring. How cute are those?
Or you can buy the whole entire book. And
yeah, you could actually and do the die, buy the book and the die cuts to go with it. But Smile of Spring, I think this one.
Yeah, we've got a lot more.
They'd have to be pre-ordered for this one.
They'd have to be pre-ordered because it's a really nice collection. It sells really fast.
It sells really fast, so these would have to be a pre-order. Because I think we played with the last one, didn't we? But how gorgeous are these for spring?
But we do have stock in the UK, so anybody from the UK can order it.
And these are, like we said, are very inexpensive, and you get everything you need to make this card. Now, what we do have in stock, as the girls know, when we did our Zoom on the weekend, we did National Scrapbooking Day, and I was dabbling with Christmas stuff. So Dali decided she was going to dabble in some Christmas stuff, and she's come up with a Christmas kit.
Yep, yeah, definitely. So what we've got is we've got, again, die cuts. We've got 61 pieces. This is called Winter Love Story, and it is just so beautiful. So beautiful. I think Paul's saying it's quite dark.
Yeah,
we can't seem to. I think we're going to have to do something with Pip's computer in the future, because the lighting is exactly the same.
Yeah, I think you just have a better computer than me. So next week
we're waiting for a webcam, aren't we?
Yeah, we're waiting for a webcam.
Now this is a 12 by 12, and I'm going to show you. And it's also got a bonus sheet in it, and it's also in this one got strips of tags and words. Yeah,
it does. In the back, you get a free strip of tags,
as well as the bonus sheet, which you see on this side. No,
I know, it's so funny when you do that.
So I know it's a bit early for Christmas.
No, but I've seen people playing with. That's why I got the itch to do it.
Yeah. So what I've done is I've done a really simple folder to house 4 of my cards. So I don't know if you can see that, and that looks okay.
Yeah. I don't know why I just want to grab it.
So there we go. So, and I put a little.
And that's from the 12 by 12 pad, right?
That is. And this was some of the leftovers I had from making a couple of cards. So let me just open my little box of goodies.
It's so pretty. You did this while I was out yesterday meeting with Brett, dropping off goodies.
So now inside you'll see little pockets. Can you see that? There we go. And what I'm going to show you is the 4 cards I made using these papers and the die cuts. So that's card number 1.
Oh, it's so pretty, Dali.
Oops, I've got some stuff.
You've got some 3D and glitter pens on there.
Yeah, so I've got, whoops, someone thrown it about. I think I've got it upside down as well. Have I got it the right way? No, this one. This one actually opens this way. So on here, I've just used the die cuts, used some of my dies, and we'll be giving the dies cuts with these, won't we?
Yeah, kits. We'll do it as a kit. We'll do it. So you get everything you see on the card, including the clock die cut that we will have cut for you.
Yep. So this is only for Canada, and in the UK we actually sell the papers and the die cuts. So that's one of them. So that's one. The second one is, and I'm going to be making these next week. So if you order yours, you can actually join in and make these with me.
Oh, you're going to be doing it on. Is that what you're doing next Tuesday? Brilliant.
So you can watch me or watch it recorded. So there we go. So that's another one. So then there's this one. There we go. So Pip's giving me light.
I'm trying to give her light.
So that's a really nice one as well. So they've all got the theme of the clock face, but they've all been done differently. And then I've got this Winter Love, which is absolutely beautiful. These are about 6 by 6 inches approximately. And I've got so much paper, so much stuff left over.
Yeah, I think you used only 4 sheets or something, right?
Yeah, and I've been able to make the cover, and I'll show you how to do that. So all I'm doing now is I'm just putting them into my little pockets. So they're just so cute. Are you going to show the die I used as well?
So they know, because we have these.
So the die I used is one of the ones which I really absolutely love. It's Becky Seddon one, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's huge. Look.
So this is what's used in...
Yeah, that one. And I've used it.
Right there in the cards. And
I've used it in this one as well.
In that one there. It's beautiful.
And it's absolutely beautiful because you can use it, you can cut it up, you can use it as flowers, you can use it. And then you've all got the other little bits that you can add, look, here. Just to embellish it.
And they're really big.
And then you've got all the inside of the die as well. So So you've got lots of elements in
yeah,
there
so on
as
the
well.
front, I think it shows everything that you
It
get in the
does.
die. So there's quite a few pieces. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces.
Yeah, 8 pieces,
Yep.
I believe. Yep. Just say 8 in big letters at the
No,
front.
it says 8 in big letters
Yeah,
at the front.
So that's that. So that's what I wanted to share with you today before Pip gets started on the ATCs. So it's all good. So if you want to make this with me next week, or if you prefer to do the Smile of Spring, whichever one you prefer, let me know. But we'll be making some cards next week, just to be a little bit different.
Dali, does that make a difference now? Makes it a little bit worse, doesn't it?
I think it does. Move it away. Does make a little bit of a difference, yes. But I think when you're going to put your computer lid down, it'll be fine.
Okay.
So let's just get
Paul
on
was
with
asking
it.
where the light was.
Yeah.
So today's been a day of technical difficulties. I think it's because I couldn't get my hair to go right today. So it's like a bad hair day today too. So what happens when you wash it and then you sleep on it. So Dali's going to watch the comments, and I am going to get going with our demo today, or if you will, our ATC card. So I spent most of my week last week dropping off kits for everybody, which is great. So what you will need, basically, I will be using my ATC stamp. That will go on the back of the ATC. If you don't have an ATC stamp, you can also treat this as a mini mixed media art piece, and you can use it in some of your other creations. So we have this one we're going to be creating today, this one, and then we have this one. And again, because of the lighting, it's very hard to see. So here we go. I'm going to put those down. Dali, you know what I've forgotten?
Yeah.
I've forgotten the little glass round things. And they should be, there's a blue container up there with odds and bods. Trusty assistant on hand. And then I'll let you get to the comments because I can see there's a few.
Okay, which ones?
So they're just, but they're clear. They're clear.
Oh, they're clear.
Okay. So without further ado, the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to stamp, if you got the kit delivered, you would have got 3 of these. Britt, you would have got the playing cards because that's how I did mine. So just stick 2 playing cards together. But for those of you who have these, what we're going to do is we are, first of all, just going to stamp the back with the ATC stamp. So I'm just going to lower my computer now so that you can see what I'm doing.
How many would you need, Pen?
I need 1, 2, just 3.
Okay. Okay.
See if I can get that light right there. Still, it doesn't want to. Paul, the light doesn't want to work. Okay, so first thing that we're going to do is we are going to bring in our stamp. And there's, in this stamp set, there's actually 2 stamps.
Been able to join. Well done.
And today I'm going to use the one with the butterflies, I think. Well, actually, I used the butterfly one on the back of these, so maybe I will use the other stamp on the back of this, which is this one. So I'm just going to put that down. How's the lighting from your end, Dali?
It's not too bad, actually.
Oh,
it's
perfect.
Actually, from what I can see, but it's just on my computer. I think it's always a little bit better.
Yeah. Now you can actually bring the stamp and pad together like this. I just tap along. It's my tap on the stamp. Depends on the stamp, actually. So these are a distressed ATC stamp, so which means that it's going to have a distressed look when it's done. And all you're going to do is you're going to come in to your ATC and you're going to go ahead and you're going to stamp it. And if you have a look, there is the ATC. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and do that with the other two.
It's all good, all good. I'm just sending Paul a picture of the line.
I just can't get over, even though it's a distress stamp, how crisp it actually shows the distress.
It's lovely.
Yeah, I'll do another close-up once I'm done to just show what I mean by distressed. So artist trading cards actually originated in, I believe it was Sweden, a long, long time ago. There actually was a gentleman who started creating small art, and then it went up in a gallery. People started kind of wanting it and trading, and that's how ATC started. There's a whole history to it. So remember, I had to research it for Creating Craft. Okay, so when I talk about a distressed look, what I'm basically talking about is when you look at the stamp itself is very crisp, but do you see down this side how you can see that distressed look? This is what I'm talking about. So it gives you that shabby chic look. Okay, so once you've stamped these, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to come in with a quick coat of white primer paste. Doesn't have to be thick, you just want a nice coat. And the reason we're using a little bit of primer paste is just to protect the background of the card so everything doesn't kind of sink through. So just a very quick, and you can use any primer paste or gesso to do this. And there's no right or wrong way. And you're going to do that on all three. For those of you who have the kit and are following at home or are going to do it later, do post your comments, or if you've got any questions, and Dali's on standby to answer anything that you may have.
For sure. So let us know what is going on, and if there's anything else you want to see or do.
And just remember, I obviously go fast because I don't want to keep you guys here forever. At home, you can take your time. Woo!
Yeah, Paul saying it's better. It's better. And we're getting a few more joining us.
Nice. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining. So if those of you who are joining, you haven't missed too much. We just actually stamped the back of the 3 ATC cards, Preca ATC cards with the ATC stamp. And now we're just giving them a little bit of gesso. Now, make sure they're turned up the right way, because I have a tendency to end up with an upside down ATC. So there you go. That's your first step done. Okay, so what we're going to do...
Brit's just joined. Gail's online.
Hi, Gail. Hi, Britt. What I'm going to do is just give this a quick blast. As you guys know, I can't say this enough. My favorite stencil in the world is my texture paste stencil. So that's what I'm going to be using. So modeling paste light is what I'm going to use, because I do want a bit of a 3D effect. If I just wanted a very plain effect, I would just go with primer paste. So you're going to take your spatula. Dali, does it still look okay, hun?
Yeah, it looks brilliant.
And I'm just going to randomly stencil. You don't need a lot on your spatula, just a little bit. Something like that. And just randomly just put it on where you want to, the right or wrong way. So I have some on there randomly. So that's one pattern I've chosen. Next one, maybe I'll do this one. There's so many patterns to choose from on this stencil. I think there's 5 altogether. And then again, same thing. You're just randomly putting it on wherever you want to.
All good, sis.
There you go. There's another one. And then I think I'll use the honeycombs. Honeycombs is one of my favorite. So don't overthink this. This is just, right now, I'm not worried where it's going. I don't really have a pattern or theme in mind, to be honest. I'm just kind of putting it down. Maybe a little bit more here. And then, no, I think I kind of good. I'm good. I don't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
I don't want to overdo it. But also because I'll be here forever drawing it. Okay. Let's put that modeling paste away. I'm just going to wipe down. And I think I forgot the baby wipes, didn't I? I think I forgot the baby wipes. Hint, hint.
Sorry. Too busy about the comments.
That's so funny.
Okay, sis.
Thank you very much. Because my stencil doesn't have very much on it, so I'm just gonna wipe it down. You should really put it into water, but no, because it's very little on it, so I'm just gonna wipe that down. Okay. So there we have it. Stenciling is done. Because we did it relatively thin, it's going to dry pretty quick.
A few people joining this now.
Okay, there we go. So I'm going to give this another dry. Now if it bubbles up, don't worry. You see it? You want to? So now what we're going to do, we're giving that a little bit of a blast. So while these still set and dry a little bit more, what we're going to do, we're going to move on to some fun stuff. So
I can't believe how raised they are. They're really raised.
They're very raised.
Really lovely.
So
yeah.
When you take heat to it quite hard, quick, they'll raise quite a bit because it kind of bubbles up almost. You don't want it to bubble up so much that you burn it off. Now the thinner ones, but even this one that dried properly is quite raised. Okay, so what we're going to do, for those of you that have the kit, we've got a couple of, these MDF stars in your kit. And what we're going to do with these, we're going to paint them. I'm going to use one of our favorite paints here. It's the Glamour Metallic Antique Gold. And I'll tell you why it's one of our favorite.
I do love their paints. So I'm
going to show you that, if you can see the lusciousness of it. Can you see that, Dali?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nearly went on my laptop.
I'm slightly a little bit behind you because I'm right next to you.
Oh, okay.
But don't try and flatten the laptop.
So I love these paints because they do give you a real gold metallic effect.
And you are going to be using some of the Stamperia products as well. You're using
Yes, I'm using the Stamperia Aqua colors, and we just got a whole bunch of those colors in. Yeah, definitely. I love the Aqua color line that they have. So all you're going to do is, you can see I've got very little on here. And I'm telling you, when you're done with this, it's just fantastic. And they come in 8 different colors, I think. All
That's
you
the
need.
Pentart, isn't it? That's the Pentart.
And this is the Pentart Glamour acrylic paint. Look at that star.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So, and you can just keep going in with that same brush. I'm not re-dipping. They're a glamour for a reason. They're so glamorous. So I've had that. And we're just gonna...
When they dry, they even shimmer more, don't they?
Yes, they shimmer. And then you get the deli cuts, which are pretty much the same colors, set of 8 colors, except they don't have the shimmer as much as these.
We've just had 2 new colours, haven't we, added?
Yeah.
We've just had the gold and what was the other one? Rose gold.
And rose gold. So if you're a rose gold fan, I think Gail is actually, then, oh no, she's turquoise. She likes turquoise. So look at that. That one little bit on the brush, and I've done 5 stars, and I could probably continue with that. So that's the Pentart Glamour Metallic. And again, you get these in 8 different colors. Don't need primer, don't need nothing. You go straight on to whatever substrate that you are actually using. Okay, so these will dry very fast. If they, oh, well, they're already pretty much dry. Yeah, I thought it would take a little bit longer. Just gonna put those aside. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring our ATCs back now. And they're relatively dry. So this is where the fun begins. And this is where we're gonna be using Pentart and Stamperia products in conjunction with each other.
Yeah, and you've got the PipART stencil stamp.
Yeah, we got the PipART. So we got PipART going on, we got Pentart going on, we've got Stamperia going on. So we got quite a few different, and we got the Kuretake pens, DaliART Kuretake pens. Yeah, we've got those too. Your favorite. So all I basically did was I just took 2 colors that I wanted to work with because it was a nature effect. So I've got the Pentart Medium Mist spray, which is brown. Again, I'm looking over at the shelf. We've got so many of these in different colors. And then the new, for me, new arrivals anyway, was the Stamperia Aqua color. And the color that I'm using is called Aquamarina. That's what it looks like. So we got Stamperia and we got Pentart, and they work wonderfully together. So what you're going to find is that I'm just going to be drizzling on here, and then I'm going to be coming in with a water mister to move the medium mist colors and aqua color around. And then I'm going to do a dry in between, okay? Just because then it lets the color not get muddy. So just a warning that the heat tool will be going on and off. So let's start with the brown. So I'm just using the nozzle here. Can you hopefully see that? And Dali will let me know if you can.
Yeah, everything's good. All is good.
Yeah, and you don't need much, and you're just gonna, and then you're just gonna move it around. See, just like that, and that's what will give you the brown color behind it. Right?
Paul's saying excellent work.
Oh, thanks, Paul. I'm gonna do the same on this one. And then put a bit more down in here. And of course, at home, take your time. I just love these 2 colors together. And sometimes that's what you have to do. Like I said, Pentart Medium Mist, there's so many different colors that are available, but there's some colors from Stamperia that Pentart doesn't have, and some colors from Stamperia that I love that Pentart doesn't have. I think I just said that. I meant vice versa. There's some colors Pentart has that Stamperia doesn't. So you see how it's just kind of going around the different areas. So we're going to give that a quick dry.
It looks amazing.
Thank you. Okay, here we go. And because these are just so thin and water-based, it doesn't take long for them to dry. And do use your fingers to move it along, because as you can see, where I've used my fingers at the bottom, it gives you a really nice texture. Yeah. So that's the first layer done. We're already starting to look like we're going to be getting somewhere. Okay, so the next color that I have is the Stamperia Aquamarine. And we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to come in the different areas. And we're still going to start giving it this aqua green color.
Oh, I can't wait.
I know. I love this color too. It's like a seafoam green. And again, I'm just kind of going with where some gaps got left. If you want to leave it a little bit white, you can do that too. You can come in with primer afterwards if it gets too dark for you. Okay.
I will post this as well on YouTube so that those who don't have Facebook can watch it.
Yeah.
I want to share it.
Yeah, so if you ever want to pass it on to somebody and they don't have Facebook, all our Technique Tuesdays actually do go on to the PipART YouTube. Then just come in and give it another little spray just to get that color moving. Then what you start getting is like a two-toned background. You see that? Okay, so now we have some gorgeous two-tone backgrounds, and these are actually more darker than the ones I actually posted, but that's okay. If you want to keep it more white, like I said, you can come in with the primer paste after. Thank you.
What's the green one called?
It's Stamperia Aqua Color Aquamarine, or Blue Vert, Aquamarina in English, and it's KAQ015 if anybody needs a code. Oh, this is so beautiful. It's such a gorgeous color, and it goes with the brown really well. So Now we have our 3 pieces done like that. Okay. And then the backs. Yay, I didn't dirty the backs not one bit with all that water and spraying going on. My backs are still clean. You could always stamp after the fact, but there you have it. This is what they look like at this point. So now we're going to build on them. Now, those of you who have the kit at home, let's start placing our elements. For those of you who are doing your own thing, let's go ahead and you can place your elements. So the first thing that I have is just some gauze. Everything that I'm using is in the kits for those who got them. And I'm just gonna pull it out a little bit because I don't want it so tighty-whitey. I want it a little bit spread out like this. And I don't need very much. So I'm just gonna chop this into 3. I'm just kind of placing it down onto my ATC tag there and do 2 more. Now, just to give this a little bit of more interest, I have some brown thread here. You can use, I should go slower there with the thread because it doesn't look good on the TV, on the screen. In the kits, you have this brown thread added. And this just provides you, with more texture, more to look at when you're done. And basically, you're just going to take a little bit of it. And I just kind of placed it on top of here so that you just get a very kind of different organic look. And I'm going to do that with the other 2. Sometimes doing the embellishment part, once you've got your background kind of sorted, is really good. Do the same with this one. Give it that nice organic-y look. So they all look very similar. And then we have one more. And we will do the same with that one. You just place your little string, thread, I guess, not string, thread. So now you have 3 very similar, very organic looking ATC cards. And this cardstock is holding up really well. What do you think, Dali? How's it looking, girl?
So far, so good. I love it. I love the fact that there's a flow with all 3.
With all 3, right?
Yeah. And yeah, I do know at the end that they're going to be different.
So this one, we're just going to put down a log. And you can do this any which way you want to do this. And we then have a butterfly. So I'm going to turn my glue gun on because I know...
Was it the Pentart Glamour Antique Gold you used for the star?
That was Pentart Glamour Acrylic.
Yeah.
Antique Gold. Yeah. Antique. Oh. Huh? Yeah, antique gold. Yeah. So let me. I'm sorry, guys. I've just moved away from the screen because I'm just doing some plugging, not because I'm ignoring. I need to get my glue gun going, and it probably got darker, right? There we go. Okay, so you want to start doing your elements. And basically, I mean, it's really up to you how you want to do this. So while my glue gun is heating, I'm just seeing where I'm going to be placing my little elements and things. Because what I'm going to do, once I've done that, is come in with the Kuretake a little bit and color stuff. Now, in the kit, you would have also got some of this bark, which Dali actually got for me. Got quite a bit of it left from the UK, and it's real bark. Is it real bark, Dali?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
That's what they told me.
So what I did with this, and we might not get a chance to do it today, or we'll see what the time is like. Basically, I just cut strips of it, and then I just wrote on it. Like this one has love written on it. So I'm actually using bark in my ATC cards. This one has inspire on it. And then this one has breathe on it. But you can use whatever, you can use whatever type of tag that you want to do that. Okay, all right. So this card had the green tones to it, as you can see. Is that showing up, Dali? Yeah.
No, I'm still a bit behind.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So this one had the green tones. So what I'm going to do, I kind of know where my placement is on this already. In your kit, you would have got these little glass plastic beads. All you're going to do with this is you're going to come in with your alcohol ink marker or your Kuretakes, and you're going to just color over it, and you will notice that this will actually take on a green hue. So let me see if you can see that. If you can see it, it's right there.
Yeah, I can see it.
It's taken on a green hue. Yeah. Okay, so that's how I color these little balls, just because alcohol ink will stay. Now, I know my placement is going to be about here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in and start highlighting with my Kuretake pen around some of where the modeling paste texture design is. Okay, so you can see that there. So you see how I've started integrating the green into it around my embellishments right there.
I'm loving it.
Very good.
So cool.
So what I'm going to do is I am going to color this log with the Kuretake green to keep with the theme, because I want to make sure that the color carries through. And then I'm just going to do also the top of the bottle with the Kuretake green. Now, depending on what color combos you've gone with, you can do this, or you can still leave it very natural looking. Now, also what I'm going to do is just continue to highlight those certain areas where I've got the modeling paste, just to bring out some of that green. And then what I'm going to do, I'm actually just going to start highlighting my card around the sides. Some areas going a little bit higher to make it look more organic. You know, you don't want it too uniform, right? Just rub that in. Love that the pens are so blendable.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And with the other ones, I also took the brown tea dye, and that's why they've got more of a vintagey look to them. And you just work your way around. And now you'll see that this has already taken on a whole new kind of look. It's so nice and bright. Okay. So let's see how that glue gun's doing. Okay. So I just go in willy-nilly and just start sticking things down.
Technical.
Yeah, that's a technical term. Bring my butterfly. See, you've just like, it's so quick to put them together, especially if you're a trader and this is what you want to do. So,
time in the UK.
So I haven't taken the Distress Oxide or the tea dye around this yet to give it more of a grungy look, but this gives you an idea of what it's looking like just before I put the finishing touches on it. But there you have your first ATC, and look at that. I can't believe the back is still clear. Okay, so really nice and bright. Don't need a lot of things, just your embellishments hanging out at home. Okay, so that's your first one done. So we'll put that aside. And let's start with the second one. Now this one, same thing. You're going to come in. You're going to, this one has the little birdie on it. So this is going to pretty much just go like that. We're doing the same thing we just did with the other one. We're going to come it in. I'm going to glue this all down, put the chickie down. Is it a chick? I don't know what that is. And with this one, we actually used the Kuretake pen that is a turquoise color. I'm trying to see if it's got a name on it. Kuretake.
Yeah, they're really lovely. I'm just writing to Gloria because she's asking.
Turquoise green. So with Kuretake, have a look at this. How cool is that? You can just come in. And I'm just going to show you how bright that colored on straight onto a wooden piece. And then what we're going to do is we're going to continue, and we're just going to highlight some of the areas around where we've been working, just to bring, I better move this gun out the way before I burn myself, just to pick up the colors that we have on the little chick. You see, I'm just some random areas, doesn't have to be all around. And these ATC cards are really, I mean, they're a super big hit in the US. I mean, ATCs, people are trading, especially right now, Dali, with everything that's going on, the amount of people trading.
Oh yeah, definitely. And not only that, it's a really nice way to get a lot of techniques on a small piece.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, you know, you don't want to do big projects, and these are really lovely. And I know we've got, I remember you did a set of ATC boxes, didn't you, to keep them all in?
Yeah, I did. I did some ATC boxes, yeah.
Yeah, we should get you some in. I think we might
that might be really nice, actually. That's a really nice project to do. And you know what else, Dali? I know you and I have used these stamps for is journaling. We like to use them in our journals.
We do. We love them.
Because they've got that funny kind of, I don't know.
You can write notes on it.
Yeah, you can write notes, names, times. It's like having kind of like a movie ticket in your journal. Yeah, sorry. So here's the second one with the Kuretake done on it. See what a difference that makes from being just from being that brown and that aqua, but see how well that brown and aqua work. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to take the little white bead, and we're going to come in with the Kuretake. And maybe if I put it on here, you can really see how blue this is. And we're just going to give it a nice little coating of the alcohol Kuretake pen. And I'm just going to show you that on the white. So we went from a clear bead to this beautiful blue bead that you can see there. That's why I love these pens. So just going to come down and put this somewhere, not sure. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not like overly stressed of how I'm building this up. I'm just happy to do it. So let's bring in a few stars. And we would have the bark here. That's how I've done it. And I just wrote on the bark with a Sharpie pen. And so I think this one. And then for the eye, I just used the black 3D pen. And I'll see if you can see it on the one that I've made, but it's got like this shiny eye on it. And that's just using the 3D Pentart black pen.
That's what we've got a few people watching. I know a lot of people.
Dali, do you mind grabbing me the black?
No.
You know what? I might as well show how easy it is to use to create that eye.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to go through
Don't know what I'm going to do when she's gone, but we're trying to keep her a little bit longer. Oh, look at that. She's right on the ball. She even got me the black one. So Pentart does a line of 3D decor pens. You can write with these. You can use them in mixed media. The gold, the brass, the steel blue, the copper, I mean, the rose gold. When you're doing steampunk style, oh my goodness, they're amazing. So I'm just going to show you how to get yourself a nice little eye. You're going to come straight down. Oh, and the other thing, talking about making an eye, if you actually do these on parchment paper or wax paper, if you need customized colored beads because you've used the 3D pen as other elements in your cards or your mixed media work, then go ahead and do writing on wax paper or parchment paper, or do your beads on the wax paper or parchment paper, and then you can lift them off afterwards. So we're just going to come in and we're going to give it a nice, gorgeous round eye. Now these are self-leveling, so once you put it down, it will actually self-level, and there's a reason they're called 3D, because they won't flatten out. They will actually stay 3D, like a dome. So I don't know if you can see the eye there, but I will try, but it's actual dome. And there you have the next one. Again, I haven't put the saying down on it yet at the bottom. And then last but not least, we have our chicky one. I call it the chicky one. Now, those of you who have the kit will have a bunch of these things that are also from England. All the natural elements in terms of the bark, the wood chip, and these are actually real, and they are from the UK. I don't know if Dali has any more. I have some left.
I think you took them all, sis.
Did I take them all? Yeah, that's what happens when I go visit. So you just want to take this and just cut it into just random sizes, whatever size you want your background to be. And again, you're just coming in and you are just basically just building up your little piece here, just like that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, not spending too much time thinking about this. I'm just going to go in and put it down. Sometimes I'm learning that if I think about it too much and spend too much time, what actually happens is that I overthink it, and then I just want to give up. I don't want to do it no more. I'll come back to it later kind of project. A project that never gets completed. So there we have it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring the little chick, put it down. And then what I did was, you'll have these in your kit, is I just came in and stuck in a few of these. And that one it's got too much happening on it, so I'm just going to cut it back. So tuck that in there like that. Now I'm going to just use one for this one, I think. 2 is too many for this one. And same thing with this one. This one's going to get a big star, and we're going to put the sentiment down the bottom, so maybe we'll get the chickie a big star up there. And with this one, we used the Kuretake Geranium Red.
Wow, that sounds so...
So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take the bead, and we are going to color in. So as you can see, this is the fine tip side. I'm just going to get the brush side. It's a lot easier to use. Gives you faster coverage. I just love these colors too. And I think Pat's got this set coming. This is a summer set, right? Because we have summer and autumn, right? Dali?
A few people are asking about the new delicate colours. So
okay. Thank you, hon.
There's 2 there. I know we need to get them in. but they will be with us soon. They're monochromed.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's the rose gold and the gold.
So the delicate metallic, we have this purplish gold, which is like a rose gold.
Yeah, that's a rose gold. And then there's the gold.
And then the other one is a true like gold. So you saw when I used these, how little you need. And not only that, the coverage on them is brilliant. That one little brush dip.
You used the Glamour, didn't you?
And I use the Glamour, which is kind of like the sister brother of the Delicate, right?
It's more transparent.
Yes, yes, more transparent. So then what I did with this one was I continued with coming in and just highlighting some areas around here to bring in the red color that we've been using, the magenta, no, red geranium, I think. And Dali, sorry, I was saying the Kuretakes come in 2 sets, right?
Yes, they come in a summer and they come in an autumn. So the summer is brighter and the autumn is more autumn colors. Do you have the Kuretake markers on your?
No, I don't.
You don't.
If anybody wants some, they need to let me know because I'll get Paul to ship them out for me. I've already got a couple of sets coming for some people. So if anybody wants some, I can get them in that shipment. But we could put them on there as a pre-order. So here we have this one going on. It's all coming together. So exciting. And I'm going to give Chicky a black eye. We're going to give it a black eye. There's a black eye for Chicky there. I think I'm done with my heat gun for now because I'm not going to put the sentiments on. So I'm just going to turn that off, guys. Not running away. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in. Let me just clean this off here. I'm going to come back in. Oh my goodness, they're so pretty, if I may say so. And I haven't done the distress around them yet. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to come back in. Oops, nearly took the new ones there. We're just going to come in with our Glamour. It's going to take I'm just going to show you actually how much I'm taking. I'm just taking a little bit, just a very little bit off the tip there. And even with that, I need to actually brush them off. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to brush these with a little bit of gold. I'm just going to actually bring in some red into the stalks here before we get going. I'm just going to brush in a little bit of that gold to just give it that little bit of sparkle. Don't know if you can see it, but these have a little sparkle on them. This is actually a really pretty Christmas color one, this one. So take very little and just do some highlighting around here to give it that little bit of texture look. You can come over your gauze, the little butterfly, a little bit on the bottle. Just wherever you want a little bit of this shimmer to just kind of carry through on your theme. These would be great Christmas, actually. Okay, so I don't want to overdo it. Okay, there you have it. We are actually, we're doing good for time. So here is one. This would make a great Christmas one, this red one. I just love the colors in it. It is very Christmassy. This is one. again, I have to take the bark and cut it and use some sentiments. You can leave it without sentiments. That's number 1. ATC stamp on the back. And this one is number 2. They're so bright, these pens. ATC on the back. Again, need a sentiment on that one. And also, this is the 4th one. And you see how gorgeous those eyes are with the 3D pen. Now, these 3D pens, I think they come in like 14 different colors. They're just absolutely amazing. I use them on everything. It's like that Frank's hot sauce. I put that on everything. Okay, so those are. Now, one thing I didn't do, and it's optional, is I used my stamp actually that came out the same time as the artist trading card. And I'm going to see if I have it here right behind me. And if I don't, I will grab a new one, or my trusty assistant will grab me a new one.
Which one are you after?
The handmade one.
Oh, yes.
I have a handmade stamp that.
I think I was using that, wasn't I? That's
okay, even if you grab me a new one, because I'm not going to be using that.
Stamps around, just to confuse.
So on that shelf. Dali only comes to play in, yeah, the one in front of you is twist it around, turn it around, and you'll see my PipART stamps and DaliART and Becky and all those. Second shelf down. Oh no, on the shelf that you twisted.
Right.
Yeah, it's so funny here. Okay, so do you see PipART? Oh, good girl, she's got it. We got it. We got a winner. We got a winner, chicken dinner.
Oh, these are lovely.
I just wanted to show this because I did actually use them on mine, and they do actually make a difference. If I could find the used one, I'd use it right now, but I'm not going to worry about it. It's not a make it or break it. So if you look, I don't know if you can see on these, there's actually stamps on here that say with love on there. Some say happy mail. Because artist cards are traded, and if you're not trading them, you don't have to write happy mail, but you can see here with and the with love right here. So this just gives it something in the background to use. And again, you can see it on this one, with love is written down here. So this actually, when we first stamps, the ATC stamp and this, they actually came out together. That's how they were set on Create and Craft. I looked and looked everywhere for a stamp that I could use in my everyday crafting that would show that it was handmade. And this is what we kind of came up with as a design. So on this stamp, you've got handmade by, you've got happy mail, created by, you've got just for you by. We even have, for all you scrapbooking fans, place photo here. So when you make a scrapbooking album, people know where to place their photo. We have handmade with love. We have designed by. We have handmade with love, bigger sign with love hearts all over it. Made with love by, customized by, with love. And then we have an empty box frame that you can write anything in. These are fantastic for any time you're doing handmade stuff. But anyway, so I used the feather for my little chickadee ATCs, and then the other one that I used was with love right here. So those were part of my background. And you might ask, when did I actually stamp them? I stamped them just before I would have glued everything down. So basically I would have done the background, let it dry, then done my stamping randomly, and then finished it off. But there you have it, the 3 ATC cards. I don't know, are they the right way up, the wrong way around? I don't know how to see them. Everything's reversed, but
looks good.
There we have it on my little background, which is not too messy, not too messy.
You're doing very good. Mine would have been very messy.
And they're nice and great. That's it. That's the tutorial for today.
They look beautiful.
And I know we have a request in to do a tutorial on everyday products that we sell that people tend to buy, like the modeling paints, like the gessos, or maybe some of the glamour paints, the 3D pens, some of the rust effect and all that. So Dali and I would definitely love to do something like that. Next week it's about doing the Christmas card kits, because we just, I don't know, we're doing Christmas. And then maybe even during the week or something, we could throw in a quick video of a couple of techniques of different products and whatnot. But that's it, folks. Come on, Dali. Come on, let's say goodbye. Let's say goodbye.
I've got no energy because I have no sugar in my tea.
Oh, I'm such a bad hair day.
Can I just share what we might be doing next week?
No, why might? You should. I love, love, love.
So I know a lot of you didn't join right away at the beginning, or we were probably showing it to no one. So I thought I would just show you what I've been up to. Now this is what I'm looking at making for next week. So if you want to order your kit, Pip will have it on the site. I know we've got some of these in the UK as well. So as you can see, it's to do with Christmas. But you could apply this to any of the papers. I've also got a spring one. So what I did was I made this little wallet. It's just so simple. It's really with the leftovers. And I've made 4 cards, which you'll get in the kit. That's one of them. Make a wish. Whoops. Pip's trying to destroy the set.
I'm trying to get her light. So because
she's giving me light.
I'm trying to give light. There you go. Oh,
so
let there be light.
There's another Merry Christmas one. There's a winter love going on.
Higher, higher.
Higher, higher.
Couldn't see. There we
and
go.
Be jolly.
Perfect. Be jolly. And these are so gorgeous. And this is just from the Fabrico pads. And I think we've got so many Christmas ones. We got Winter Melody. We got Winter Love Story.
Christmas Spirit.
We got Christmas Spirit. We got Awaiting Christmas.
Yeah,
we got
so much.
All About Christmas. And Fabrico. I mean, in price-wise, I think they're probably the most cost-effective pads that I've come across. But they're still 200 GSM.
190. 190
GSM, and they're acid-free.
Yeah. And you get 10 double-sided sheets.
And a bonus sheet.
And a bonus sheet. And tags.
And tags. And then you can additionally
add
your die cuts that match the pad.
So we're going to say goodbye. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Britt.
Oh, Terry showed up.
Thank you, Gloria.
She had to go somewhere, so that's awesome.
But she's gone and gone.
Gone.
Yeah. Everybody, thank you. Gloria, thank you for all your comments, because we are really, really appreciated, because we have a lot of new viewers, and sometimes they'd be a little afraid to ask.
I'm laughing because look at our glasses. We're like the one-eyed gremlins. Do you not see the glow?
That's our halos. They've slipped.
Our halo. I didn't know I had a halo. I didn't know I was worthy of a halo. But that is awesome. This is brilliant. So what we will do, we will get the
bye-bye, Paul.
Kits ready for next week. Deliveries will probably, for me, be done on Friday or the weekend latest, or even as late as yesterday, mentioning no names. And I'm getting used to this meeting in parking lots. Last Saturday,
very dodgy.
Last Saturday, we actually, to one of the ladies, we had Tim Hortons, Timbits, and we pulled out the camping chairs in the Toys R Us parking lot. And we had a good chin wag there. So it was quite nice. I'm quite enjoying my deliveries. And yesterday, did a little bit of shopping with the other person I went to do a delivery for. Okay, then, everybody. We love you.
We love you.
And we'll see you. Thank you for your comments. And thank you, Brett. Thank you, Royette. What is the price for next week's kit? Royette is asking. Let us get that together, Royette, and we will post it, okay? All right. Hi, Terry. Bye-bye, Paul. Okay.
See you all. Love you. Bye. Do you want to get it?
Oh,
Got it, HT.